Good morning, everyone. Just gonna wait for you guys to tune in. I don't know if I'm live yet on. All right, let's go live on Instagram. All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy April. April is my favorite month. It's my birthday month, so I always love when April rolls around. I'm a little under the weather today. I have really bad allergies, so pardon me if I'm sneezing or I need to blow my nose or something. But good morning, everyone. Hope you had an amazing Easter. Um, MZ Jesh, good morning. Happy Easter to you too. G Majestic, good morning. Ebube says his birthday is on the 5th. My birthday is on the 4th of April, and my daughter's birthday, one of my daughters, is actually April 3rd. So we have like a full day, a full week of birthdays this week. And she's actually turning 13, so she's going to be a teenager, which, is exciting. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Aisha Chidole. I'm an immigration lawyer and I represent clients all over the US with their immigration matters. If you have an immigration matter, your location doesn't matter. We assist you as long as you're trying to immigrate to the United States. If you have a family-based immigration case, humanitarian, VAWA cases, T cases, U visas, we're happy to help. If you want to schedule a consultation, you can call 404-333-8751. You can also send which number did I just list? I don't even know what number I just listed. But anyway, our number is 407-995-6567. You can also send a WhatsApp to 404-333-8751. You guys, my cold is making my brain like I'm not even using my brain to think very well today. Like I'm literally about to sneeze right now. If I'm sneezing too much, I'm gonna have to get off this live. Okay. All right, so Africana says good morning to the best lawyer in town. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's answer some questions. Oh my goodness, so many people here born in April. I see someone said April 22nd. Hey, so April 22nd, are you an Aries or you're a Taurus? Can someone expedite advance parole on a VAWA petition? You can't. So there are two options that you have for advance parole. If you need to travel, because typically that's why you're requesting an expedite, you can actually schedule an info pass for an emergency advance parole. The only thing about the emergency ones is that it's not necessarily going to give you the same timeline that a normal one will give you, because it's a quicker, emergency travel. I'm going and I'm coming back, versus if you're doing a normal advance parole, which they'll give you for the same time that they give you your EAD. But you certainly can. You can also try to expedite it, meaning, it's been pending for a while. Well, what's going on with the case? Can you guys approve? You can also try that too. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Can I apply for my mom even if I'm a student and a citizen? Fifi, as long as you're over the age of 21, you can apply for your mom. If you're a student and you don't meet the income requirement to file for your mom, then you just need a joint sponsor who's a U.S. citizen or a 10-year green card holder. Oh wow, this person says mine is the 8th and my son is the 7th. Oh, so you're like me and my daughter, because my daughter's birthday is on the 3rd and mine is on the 4th. I never really celebrate my birthday because it's all about my daughter. And my husband's birthday was just last week, Sunday, and my other daughter's birthday is also in March. So all four of us have our birthday in the same window. So I'm the last, and by the time it gets to me, I'm birthdayed out. Good morning. I was diagnosed with cancer a week ago. My kid's I-824 is still pending. What can I do to get my kids here? Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really sad. wishing you great health and healing and recovery. IA24s take about 16 months. If you just did it in August 2023, you're still in a normal processing timeline. You can certainly try to reach out to your congressional assistants with your diagnosis and explain to them why they need to do that. But also do keep in mind that even though they send it to the national, all they're doing is sending it to the National Visa Center. But when they send it to the National Visa Center, you still have to fill out that application and you still have to get documentary qualified, which could take another 2 to 4 months. And then after that, then you have to then wait again in queue. You said your name says Jamaica, so I'm assuming you're from Jamaica. Then that's still another 8 or 9 months. So you're still looking at a good year and a half before you can conclude this process. Good morning. Okay, let's see. If someone is filing for VAWA and she has a daughter, can she also file for work authorization while filing for VAWA? Sophia, the answer all depends, on your daughter and her age and where she is. So if your daughter is here in the United States and she's under 21, you can do a joint adjustment of status application while you're filing yours. And once you file the adjustment of status application, then she can also file for the work permit. If she's not in the US, then she can't do a work permit, obviously. Someone says, go get some rest then. I know, right? I should go get some rest. I shouldn't be on here live. Fortunately, I have so many appointments today, and I'm just going to try to power through, and hopefully I feel a little better tomorrow. My I-485 packet was denied for non-determination of priority date. I didn't know I had to wait for the I-130 approval first. I now have my approval, but scares me to move forward. Esita, Wanda, this really all depends on, is your spouse a green card holder? Because that would be the only reason that makes sense. But now, even though your I-130 is approved, we still want to ensure that you've met the priority date. I would recommend a consultation to go over your priority date and your spouse or whoever is petitioning for you's status to determine when you can put in your adjustment of status so that it's not another waste of money again. Okay. I've been backdated on renewing my green card. How do you handle the situation? I actually don't understand what that question is. I don't know what backdated on your green card means. What does it take to speak to you one-on-one? All it takes is you scheduling a consultation for 7995-6567 and schedule a consultation. That's all it takes. I got my work permit last year. How long until I get a request for my medicals for my green card process? Honestly, they may ask you to come to an interview. So there's no guarantee that they will ask you just for your medicals. But I can't say because it all depends on when you submitted your application. From a normal timeline, it could take 12 to 15 months for green card application process through marriage or family-based green cards where it's an immediate relative. So I don't know where you are in that timeline. There will be people who theirs are concluded earlier because we certainly have clients that, we submit and 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months later, they get approved. It's not the norm, but we certainly have, I'll say out of 5 people, at least one person usually is in that category. After filing VAWA, will they upload it to the portal? Are you talking about USCIS case? So the thing is that because VAWA applications are confidential applications, USCIS is very particular about the information that they share or can share just to protect the victim. My kids have been approved by NVC since last year, but they haven't gotten an appointment date. What can I do for them to get their interview scheduled? Well, it depends on what country you are. Some countries have a really, long time. And so it just all depends. I want to know, my passport is getting expired this year and I already have a new passport. Which should I submit for filing? Submit both of them. If one is showing proof of entry, you submit that. Like just like a photocopy as evidence of your entry, and then you submit your new passport. Like for instance, like your work permit typically wants your most recent, the work permit application wants your most recent passport and stuff like that. Is it true that the fee to file all the petitions has increased? No, not for all the petitions. All humanitarian-based cases, there's no longer a fee as of yesterday. So if you're submitting a VAWA application, there's no longer a filing fee for the adjustment of status portion of your VAWA application. Whereas if you're doing a marriage-based case, that has certainly increased. Citizenship has increased. Removal of conditions have increased. Those not by a significant amount, but the one for like your marriage family-based green card petition, that is where we've seen the most significant increase in filing fees. Can one convert, or how can one convert a marriage-based case to VAWA due to spousal neglect? Oh gosh, you guys, I'm so congested. I might not be able to finish this live because I need to blow my nose. You can convert it if you're eligible. The best way would be to do a screening with myself or any other lawyer of your choice to see if you're eligible for a VAWA conversion. And if you're eligible, you can certainly do that. After coming through the border, can a person get their green card through marriage? Technically, you can, but not through adjustment of status. So if you came through the border and you're married, you can file your I-130. When your I-130 gets approved, then you can request a hardship waiver. If that is approved, then you have to go back home. Now, if you, during this process of your marriage, you and your spouse have marital conflict, and your spouse is extremely cruel or abusive, you might be eligible for a VAWA application. If you're eligible for a VAWA application, you don't need to go back home. You can get your green card that way. If a U.S. citizen petitions a married child, will this affect the derivative beneficiaries in a case they try to apply for a non-immigrant visa? So basically, you're saying that if you apply for your child, if their own children want to apply for like a B1, B2, does it affect them? Not necessarily. At the end of the day, tourist visas are given really based on your home ties and likelihood to come back home if they give you the visa. So it's just really subjective and all up to the officer making the decision. I got 10 years green card 2 months to our second year anniversary, and we're still married. Is my eligibility to file citizenship for when our wedding anniversary is 3 years or 3 years after the date? What do you mean you got a 10-year green card 2 months to your second anniversary? That doesn't make sense, Emmy. That's not possible. If you were married if you were less than 2 years when you got married, when you got your green card, then for sure you should have a 2-year green card. If you have a 10-year green card, you should have received that, being approved, that you can check on the card for the exact day you were approved. It should be after 2 years of marriage. If not, that is an erroneous approval, and that can become a problem for you if that wasn't fixed. But to answer your original question, to determine eligibility to file for citizenship, you count from the date that you first obtained your green card. Okay? Okay. All right, one more question and I'm going to jump off. How long does a VAWA case take when the spouse is a green card holder? The VAWA case itself takes the same amount of time for most people, whether they're green card holders or U.S. citizens. What changes is the green card portion of the application. So when you submit a VAWA application and you get a VAWA approval, you get what we call deferred action. That's what VAWA gives you. It gives you the ability to work and deferred action from deportation, meaning they're not going to deport you. You can stay here and you can work here. And if you're not married to a US citizen, you have to wait for visa availability if you submitted your VAWA application after September 2023, or you didn't have an I-130 prior to that date. If you submitted your application prior to September 2023, then you should have been able to submit your adjustment of status, which would mean you'd fall under the normal timeline of 2 to 3 years, just like anybody else. Now, if you submitted your application and you're married to a green card holder after September 2023, your timeline changes depending on when visas become available. I heard, this is not guaranteed yet, that there's some surprises in the May visa bulletin. Some dates may go up, it might allow more people that are in the waiting to apply. But I don't know. You know me, I don't believe in sensationalism or coming on here because, oh my gosh, there's a proposed news or there's a proposed news. I don't do that, because if something is not a valid news, I am not going to worry my audience until it becomes law. If it's not law, I'm not going to work on speculation. There's enough things for us to worry about as human beings already. So until something becomes the law, I'm not bringing it. So as I said, this is just, I heard it from the grapevine or the last document, the last bulletin. So I'm waiting to see, in the next couple of weeks what is there, and hopefully it would be good news for some people. Sorry if I wasn't able to answer your questions today. I'm really struggling talking nonstop because I'm congested, but I will try to be on live tomorrow if I can. I'm not sure yet, just depending on how I'm feeling, around about 9:30-ish. All right, guys. So that's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys. I hope you have an amazing day and a productive day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.